How do you stay happy?
I run. I move my body. I read stories and watch stories. I lean into God. Try to find out more about us, our relationship, who He is. That helps me like see myself in a better light, feel better about myself. I write. I stop and watch birds, and I try to like be more present. I stop and take breaths and smell roses, metaphorically. Watch my wife, laugh with you. I don't think ahead. I don't think behind.
Welcome back. Welcome home.
Mm-hmm.
You Are Here podcast. It's an early morning on a Saturday morning, and we're pre-recording because we're leaving in a little bit.
Mom's flying in.
Mom's flying in. I'm going to Japan in a week.
You're like...
Life's good, man.
You're just jet set.
Life's good, dude. Before we get into how sick my life is, let's start those sponsors, man.
That's right.
O'Hagan Career Coaching. All I'm going to say is, out of college, I had no clue what I was doing, trying to get a job. I had no business doing it. I put together a resume in 2 minutes, did like 10 interviews, flunked them all. And you know what I wish I had, dude?
What's that?
O'Hagan Career Coaching. Coach O. He's 35 years of experience in the business. He's been doing it, and he's passing down the secrets, the tricks of the trade down to you people, man. He's giving you the keys. He's giving you the game plan. People? The people that they don't know. The people of the unknown.
Yes.
But look, man, he's doing one-on-one coaching. You can do team building. If you got a business of people that, recruiters, stuff like that, he can teach those people. Just a better. What's the good word for this? What's a good word for making something efficient?
Making something efficient.
Expedite.
Oh, that's a good word. How about
he's gonna expedite the recruiting process.
Dude,
he's gonna help you get people hired. If you're trying to be hired, learn those words. Learn what you got to do. I don't know what I'm saying.
No, it's okay, man.
I feel like I'm just mumbo jumbo.
I like it, dude. I like it.
But look, go on O'HaganCareerCoaching.com, pick a plan, and he's going to teach you the right way.
Mm-hmm.
O'HaganCareerCoaching.com.
Boom.
Anytown Actors Lab. Dude, if you're trying to learn how to act, dude, it's the season of teaching. It's the season of teaching, which is all the time. Because teachers are underrated, man. For real.
You're right.
And I'm going to say, if you're trying to learn how to act, there's no better place in the world than Anytown Actors Lab. Because you know what? He's giving out stuff for free already. Stuff that you're not... From years of learning, he's giving stuff back. He's... What's the phrase? Living truthfully under imaginary circumstances.
Hey.
I don't even act, and I know that.
You know it.
And you know that's the core of what you're trying to do as an actor.
That's right.
So get on to anytownactorslab.com and go learn. Hey, patreon.com. If you want to support us. I'm feeling wacky today.
I like it. I
like good. I have 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
If you want to support us, man, I'd really appreciate it. Go to patreon.com/YouAreHerePodcast and throw us a bone. Thank you. Bye. All right, podcast is done.
I love that. Good job, Mike. Podcast is done. Dude, welcome back to the table.
Thank you, man.
This is our third in a week.
Yeah. And we're about to do 2 more.
Back again, baby. hey, just one time, whoever's listening, like and subscribe because we're here.
We're here for you every week.
We're not missing a week. You're gonna be away. We're still putting in that
something.
Work, dude.
That means something.
Yeah, man.
I think it means something.
I left my wife and my dog in the bed this morning. It's a nice, beautiful morning.
Oh no!
And I was like, dude, I gotta go to work, dude.
Yeah, man.
But I like to, not that I don't like to be here. This isn't. This is the best work. But I'm just saying. You got to respect the boys a little for that.
If you could control like time, would you use it?
Oh, that's
if you could like be like, oh, I could just skip this shit.
But then I could rewind it and go back to.
You can only just like be like, all right, fast forward.
No, then no. No. What about you?
Even like the DMV line.
Nope, none of it.
Even all that.
None of it.
Oh, dude, I have a crazy story about the DMV.
Tell me.
Dude, this was when my pops first started staying with me. We both had to do some stuff at the DMV. And we told each other that in the beginning, right? And randomly, like on a random day, we never said about meeting. We never said about both going. We never said, oh, yeah, let's go this time, this exact place. We were both like, we both worked throughout the day.
Yeah.
And in our minds, we know we're both working. Right. But I got nothing to do. Like, I can leave like a couple minutes early. I'm like, all right, let me go to DMV. It's like a little earlier.
Yeah.
Might not be a line. I'm going there. I'm slowly driving. And I'm like paying attention out to the car in front of me. I'm like, that's a truck. I'm like, well, who's that? I'm like, I'm looking. I'm like, that looks very similar. And we're like 15 minutes away from the DMV.
Okay.
And I noticed this truck.
Okay.
I followed the truck all the way to the DMV. And as soon as like there's like 2 turns away from the DMV, I'm like, that's my fucking dad.
Wow.
We're there at the same time.
Same time.
Same exact time.
Didn't plan it.
No plan.
That's just that wiki timing.
And I like saw him park, and I went in, and like I was like I wanted to freak him out.
You didn't wait.
I didn't wait. I went inside and I waited by the door, and he opened the door. I was like, "What's up?"
Oh my god!
And he was like, "What?"
how do you I'm like jealous because you like I come over here and like your dad's on the couch watching movies and shit, and like when you're chilling, are you enjoying the time you guys have been having?
Oh yeah,
just like having him back in the States.
It's like having a roommate. Honestly.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
It's cool, man.
It's like a frat house.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
you've been enjoying it.
Yeah, man. It's tough because we don't get to like do, I guess, like fun, like going out and doing stuff. Right. And we talked about like, yo, next time, like maybe make extra time when we can, actually do stuff. Yeah, because always coming to work and do stuff. So, we could be having more fun, but it's just nice having each other around.
For sure,
feels good.
Did you give him his old license back and his helmet and stuff that we found?
No, I didn't. I should. I gotta show him that. Yo,
the old license and the helmet.
Yeah, I don't even know where I put that.
In that back room. It was in the helmet, I think. Oh no, you took the license.
I thought I took. Yeah, I think I have it in my wallet, maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you got it, give it to me, bro.
Dude.
Show him.
Yeah.
What? I have a crazy fucking story. But I want to set you up. I want you to walk into my trap.
Okay, I like that.
So, I like
walking in, Kendrick on me.
I like walking in traps. Yeah, bling, bling, bling. Yeah, don't go on Twitter if you don't want to. If you want to sleep tonight,
dear David Joseph.
Oh shit, dude, I would move if a Kendrick Lamar like started going in on me, I would move. He's a super villain. So. What is something? Sorry, I'm yelling in the mic.
It's okay.
What is something that? This is a hard question.
Do it.
So, what is something that you desire most out of life? Like some situation where you're like, I want that more than anything, dude. I'll do any kind of work to get to that point. What would it look like? What is it?
It's probably buy a house to be able to like have family over.
Okay.
Is it the wrong answer?
No, it's good. It's good. How about okay, so you have that house, right? What kind of work do you see yourself doing in that day to day, or does it matter to you?
When I have it?
Yeah, like what kind of like job situation setup is the thing you want the most?
Most ideal for me would be like open a cafe and just normal work like that. Okay. So if there was a person who came into your job now and said, Mike, Bino said, Bino said, I have a friend dude he wants to meet you, and you're like, oh, cool, okay. And he comes in, right, and he's like this, like, he looks like an agent. He's like a slick dude, right? Like, Bill. That'd be terrifying.
No, right? So he comes in, right?
And
he's kind of like well cut, and he comes up to you, and he seems really friendly, and he's like, Mike, so I heard you want to open a cafe, man. Like, if you come to this event, I'm throwing this like shindig, like, we can talk more about this, right? And you're like, oh shit. You're like, you see me opening a cafe, you believe in me to do this? Like, okay, yeah, party. You
got to see what happens.
For sure, yeah. And then the next day you get an envelope in your mailbox. You didn't tell them where you live, but in your mailbox there's an envelope, and it's like black envelope with like gold lettering, and it's like, welcome to your future.
The VIP club?
Yeah, exactly. And
You've
it
been
says your
chosen
name.
kind of thing?
Exactly. You've been chosen. Would you go to that party?
Man.
Now, this is your future.
You know what the problem is with me, dude?
What is it?
Like, my luck is so bad and I don't get anything like that I probably might do it.
It's okay.
Then I'd be like, whoa, like maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I might be able to.
This might be my moment, right?
Like all those years.
That's my point. You believe like this is it. This is the break that needed to happen for me to get on the other side of my dream.
Yeah.
I can really attain this through this person that just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Now you know about Hollywood.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we know.
So you know if Hollywood.
I mean, I don't know. Anything.
I mean, yeah,
I don't know anything.
you
But
never.
I've heard about it.
Right, and we all have
I've never been there.
the Illuminati, right? All this stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone put the conspiracy hat on.
Okay.
I heard a quote unquote firsthand account
Oh God.
from this young man at the time was a YouTuber. He was an influencer, right? And he was gaining some kind of traction.
Uh-huh.
He was a friend of David Dobrik's. Okay, like tight. They were coming up together, and they lived in these certain apartments. So he moved from his hometown to these apartments with David Dobrik. One day, this dude shows up, and it's that kind of thing where he's like, guys, yeah, I throw these events, and like, you know, you two guys, I see you have a following, and I believe in you guys, and all you got to do is, you know, I'm going to send you guys an invite. You come over, and shit's going to change. And like winked at him and walked away. They get these invites, so the kid gets this invite. This dude, by the way, is like porcelain pretty. This young man, like pretty guy, scary, like insane, and he gets the invite and he's talking to David about it. And David's like, and this is before David blew up. They're again, they have a following, but they're not all over the world famous yet. So they get the invite. David's like, oh, we're gonna get these. And and this guy's psyched, right? This kid is like, he's pumped up. He's like, my life's just what you said.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a lot. Like, this is my break.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what I came here for. Like, it's fucking happening in this weird way. So they decide to go. Goes to In-N-Out. They grab a burger before the night of the party, and then they change into their suits. They have to dress in suits, and they go to this house in the hills, right? So they have to go up this windy road, and he's like, it's at night. It's kind of shady because it's like you're going to a beautiful place. It's a giant, gorgeous house, but you know, it's like a giant mountain you're climbing essentially down these windy roads, and it's scary. So as he gets there, door opens, right? They get to the door opens. And the guy that invited him is there, right? But before you go in, you have to put on a mask. So everyone's wearing masks when you walk in, okay? And then the guy who's running the party is just like really like proper, like well-spoken gentleman. And he's like, all right, everyone, you know, this is a party based on rooms, and there's going to be 7 rooms. And basically, like when that clock strikes midnight, that's when the descent begins. Okay. Descent.
Okay.
That's what he said.
Why is it not an ascension ever?
It's a descent.
Okay. You go to a church for ascension.
That's right.
Okay.
Or a cult.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So don't say that joke you were just saying. Churches aren't cult. Not all.
I didn't think that at all.
You thought it. I saw it in your eyes. I saw it come across. Okay. So the descent starts at 12. So he's starting to panic a little bit. He said, but he said, I'm noticing some of these masks.
Who are these other people there?
Now I'm getting into it.
Oh God.
Some of these masks, right? They'll have like the cover over the eye and like this eye, but you could still see a famous person's chin and mouth and
Brad
nose.
Pitt?
I was going to say, but we don't know names. He didn't say names. The guy does not name anyone, but he said, I noticed these really uber famous stars at this fucking party. And he said, they're so friendly. They're so inviting. They're curious about my life. They're like genuinely like giving me time, and I'm bouncing around person to person. No one's got an attitude. No one's selfishly like acting weird or being like, I'm better than you, or none of that big man, little man shit. They're all cool. He said, but I noticed when I go to shake their hands, when I meet them, give me your hand. He goes, I noticed they put they press into the soft spot on my thumb, in between my thumb and my finger. Every handshake.
You know what that is?
What is that?
That's a pressure point.
So maybe there's some kind of control thing there or something.
The pressure point gets you.
Horned? Dude,
that's what I heard.
Really?
I think so.
Lubricated?
I think so.
No, dude.
Yeah.
Here?
I think so. Don't ask me how I know.
Okay. Yeah, that's the question I wanted to really ask. Why did I press it then so many times? Jeez, dude. Oh man.
So next time, guys, just
okay.
next time you can't get it up, man.
Okay. So he's like, I'm noticing these handshakes, and I'm like, that's weird, but whatever. Clock strikes midnight. Boom, on the grandfather clock. And every time the grandfather clock strikes, you have to move to the next room. Okay, so they guide you. So first room I go into, and it's what was it? Oh, it's just like a room of cabanas, and like there's like a indoor pool and
like normal kind of party thing.
Yeah, like it's a cool ass fucking room, right? And he's like, I'm noticing, like, me and David are walking in this room, and right away I noticed that women are kind of like brushing up against me, and then one's like kind of whispering in my ear, and then I noticed that these cabanas that people are like laying in and talking in, like they start closing, right? The cabanas are the ropes or the curtains, so it becoming private, and I'm like, oh, I'm starting to realize like everyone's hooking up, like some kind of sexual thing is happening.
Okay,
and he said, like I just kept moving because I noticed that this was happening. I didn't want to get stuck with one person. So I was like, I'm just going to keep moving around this fucking pool, basically, like pretending to talk to one and bouncing around, and does that for the hour. But David like jumps in the cabana, and he's like, he enjoyed the attention of the women, he said.
Oh God.
Okay.
Wait, it's a date? What? Really?
Well, this is his claim. This is allegedly, this is all alleged. This is his story.
And this is like the start of everything?
It's the beginning.
Like before they were big?
Before they were big. This is a dude showed up at their apartments.
How old is David Dobrik?
27? I don't know.
I don't know, man.
But anyway, so.
He must have been like
hold on.
young.
Hold on. Exactly my point. So.
Oh.
Yeah, so now the clock strikes, right? Bing. They go to another room. This room is set up like a casino. So they start gambling, right?
Oh.
He's like, there's no money being transferred, but everyone's playing these games. So there's roulette, there's blackjack, there's poker, there's whatever. It's like David loves roulette. He killed on roulette, so he stayed on the roulette table. People were freaking out. Became like the center of attention because he was killing it. But no money's getting exchanged, right? Not a dollar. Boom. Next room. They go into the room. He's like, it seemed like a normal room. Like it didn't seem like much was going on. But every conversation that was happening, the worst shit in the world people were saying to each other. Like secrets about their lives that they would like lay out on the table and just say, I did this shit to this person in this fucked up way. And like, this is how I feel. And then that person would like reflect and then respond with like this shitty, awful thing to say to another person.
So they're like shedding their sins to each other.
All of them.
They're all in it.
100%. They're dumping. Ding, next room. Now they get into a feast. It looks like Harry Potter's like table, right? Like at the Hogwarts thing. They said
That'd be my room.
Well, dude, so much food, all kinds of food, the best food in the world, like awesome cuts of steaks and like chicken legs and crazy shit. And he says it's like it's an incredible meal. So everyone's like eating, seemingly like nothing, talking, eating, but they start to eat and it's like ravenous. So everyone's eating, grabbing the food with their hands, stuffing in their face, spitting out what they don't want on the floor, spitting it at each other's face. Ugh. Just spitting food everywhere. Bing, next room. I don't remember exactly what this room was, but I know that they had to get in a line. Okay? So now they're lining up. This kid's freaking out. And at one point, before this room, I'm sorry, let me take you back to the cabana room. The dude that invited them, he saw. He saw the dude there, right? At the party with the mask.
Okay.
And he thinks this is the agent, so I'm gonna go talk to him, right? Because I'm uncomfortable. He goes up to the agent guy, and he goes, I don't. He's like, "Oh, this is kind of crazy, huh? Like, is this normal?" And the agent says something like, "You really should indulge in this party. A slow drip is better than a waterfall." Or something like that. A slow drip is greater than a waterfall.
All right, at this point, like if I start hearing
Yeah, what are you
someone,
doing?
if I start hearing someone talking in like metaphors, I'm gonna be like, well, I think I'm in the wrong place.
Yeah, I think
And it's like, when are we gonna talk about YouTube? Like, when are we gonna talk about making funny videos at this crazy party?
right, dude. I'd be gone. Room 2, I'm out
Immediately.
Like, yeah, I'm out. So, fast forward, we go through all these rooms. Ding, last room. The guy.
Also, I'm never going to a Hollywood party ever in my life.
Don't invite
I've
me.
never,
Don't want to go.
ever been interested.
Never. Ding. Next room, the speaker gets up and he's like, everyone is going to get into a line. All the new people here, first timers, you have to get into a line. So they get into this line, and there's a door at the other end of the room where the speaker is. So he says, I'm waiting in line, and David's behind me, and I'm like, dude, I'm like peeking around the line, and I'm seeing the speaker is talking to the person in front of him that's coming up with the line, and he's giving him a book, and then they're saying something, and then the guy takes off his mask, goes into the other room.
The scripture.
So they keep marching closer and closer. He's like, dude, I don't want to do this. Like he starts to see like what the books are. It's the Bible, it's the Quran, and it's the Torah.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then he says, I'm, the guy in front of me, or the two guys in front of me, I'm starting to hear it. And I can hear him say, when he lays out these books, which one is your book? And then the person in front of him is like, the Torah. And he goes, okay, good. He takes a silver diamond of some like diamond shaped emblem thing, puts it on the book, makes you put your hand on the book with the diamond thing. And you have to recite, I follow no book. I am my own God.
Oh, God.
So you have to denounce your faith.
Oh, my God.
And then you could proceed into the next room, and you have to take your mask off, right? And go into the next room, whatever the fuck's in the next room. So that dude does it. Boom. And he goes, dude, he turns to Dave. He turns to his homie, and he's like, we're kids. Like, I'm not doing this shit. I have faith. Like, I'm not doing this. I don't want to do this. And he says, I'm not doing this. And David says, he goes, dude, really? And he says it like he's not shook at all. Totally like giggling, like it's all good. He's like, dude, it's just a party. Relax, watch. Goes in front of him, does it, takes his mask off, walks through the door. So homie gets out of line. This guy, he says, I don't want to do this.
Oh, man.
I'm not doing
That's
this.
not good.
Right. So
how are you even going to leave?
the guy that brought him there comes out, the line comes around, gets him, and he says, okay, yeah, you don't have to do it. That's fine. He goes, just take off your mask and you could go. And he was like, okay, like no problem. He rushes him to a door that's not even the front door. It's just like a side fucking whatever door of the house. So he gets him the door. As he's leaving the line, the whole line starts chanting some crazy shit about like, the one who denounced us perishes. The one who denounced us perishes. Like some crazy chant.
They're going to kill him?
I don't know. So that's what he hears as he's like getting thrown out the side door, right? He says, before I have the choice to like, I'm worried about David because I'm like, he went in the next room. That's my guy. So I'm trying to get around to see the window where that room is. And he goes, I peek and I look in the room and he goes, I see, and he doesn't say what, but he just says the most terrible things human beings could do to other human beings. So you fill in the blanks on like what's happening. Young guy, right? Willing to do anything for fame, mask off, the camera's rolling, so it's being recorded.
What?
Yep. In that room. He says, I have a choice to go this way or this way. He runs down Laurel Canyon and like gets home. And then the next few weeks or the next week, he's noticing that like,
no.
So his cop friend came for vacation.
No.
His friend just became a cop. He's staying with him. David's not picking up the phone, right? And he's like, he tried to talk to David about it. David don't want to talk about it. David won't talk to him about it. Like as if he's like offended. Mm. He goes, I saw what happened in that room. Are you okay? And he just fucking, he went from like smiling and like regular David to like dead. Like, don't fucking talk to me. The cop friend and is just trying to be a tourist. So he's like, I'm not telling my cop friend like what happened. I don't want to fuck up his vacation. I don't know what's going on. So I'm not going to bring it up to him. He says that we'd go out to Laurel Canyon and or Runyon Canyon or wherever they hike, right?
Yeah,
go for a hike. They come back and he's like, I noticed some weird shit about my house. He goes, and I'm not crazy. He goes, but my remote wouldn't work for my TV. It would work before I left. I come back, it's not working. I open it, the battery case, the batteries are flipped and put back. He goes, I would get to my car. We go for food. I get to my car. The left blinker was on, parked. I didn't leave with the left blinker parked. The door lock on my door had this little hitch in it. Always. It always got caught. It was my door. I know. Click, fine. Click, fine. So he said, I don't know how to describe it, but I think they were changing little itty bitty things inside my property to let me know, like, we're onto you. Like, we're everywhere. You're not going to escape this.
Jesus.
Yeah. And he said if my friend wasn't there, and when I did tell him, I had to tell him eventually what was going on. And he told me, grab your shit. We have to move. You can't stay here. You got to go home. God. And he moved home. He left California.
He fucking left?
He had to. But there was some other shit too, some other detail I'm forgetting where like something showed up his mailbox and like people, he was like really threatening, like, I'm going to get you. So that was a firsthand possible alleged account of a Hollywood elite party, which he kind of is framing now as like, this is how they take young people who are really, they want their dream to come true. Blow up. And they take them, they put them in a really fucked up situation, like this Diddy situation, record some shit, and then they have you, in case you do blow up. Maybe you don't, maybe you do. But if you ever do, we got you. I have evidence you did this, this, and this. You need to funnel me some money. You need to give me that residual check, bro. I need a percentage.
That's fucking crazy. Dude, and I will say, did you watch David Dobrik at all?
Very little.
I used to kind of watch him.
David Dobrik.
In the beginning. But then I was like, all right, how do you just come from a different country to America, start filming just the craziest shit, and like over time you can watch him just like devolve into like, he's just hurting his friends.
I saw the Jeff Wittick dude who hurt his eye. Bad.
Yeah, that was really bad. And David didn't want to help him or anything. Still.
And he got the footage he wanted, so it was like, whatever.
Yeah, but that's like that was always like the thing with David is like he would just try to top shit. Yeah, but why would
why would you work with that dude? For the views, for your own popularity, right? Yeah, to grow your own channel.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure. But it's just like I can see a dude that like is willing to kind of exploit his friends, you know?
Yeah, bro.
To like, he's basically just putting everyone down so he could get up.
Right.
Basically.
Right.
And I don't know, it just becomes very evident that he has that like thing. And it's weird because like he's like people that talk about him with his like his personal life and like his relationships and stuff. I don't know. It's like he's just a weirdo. Like he's super like I don't know, like very like OCD about all that stuff and he's not. I don't know. It's very weird. And like sometimes I remember I used to like this one podcast I follow like would talk about random stuff that he would do. And just some of the stuff he says is very like, it just makes you think. Mm-hmm. You're like, what? That's very strange. Mm-hmm. It's very weird to say. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Like, it's just not natural.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I could see, especially that dude, that he's like so clout hungry.
Yeah.
To like just make it and make all this money.
Yep.
I don't know. And also, but the problem is like people are sponsoring him to do this, like through all these years. Mm-hmm. So it's like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
SeatGeek, where are you at now, dude?
SeatGeek, where are you at?
I think they're still doing fun.
Yeah, I'm sure they're great.
But they were paying basically just this kid to torture his friends.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Because people watched it.
Kinda. That's like a brutal way to put it.
It just, that's the scariest shit to me is like, because before I heard the story, like 3 days before, I was speaking to a friend of mine who are remain nameless.
Uh-oh.
But they were like, hey, you know what really happens at these parties? And they described that Torah Bible situation, Quran situation.
Really?
We have to denounce your faith to be part of the group. And I'm like, dude.
Why? It's always that. It's always something to do with God or it's like it's always, I feel like a lot of where people start going off the deep end, it becomes you're leveling yourself to the level of a God.
This is the thing. This is the thing. Remember I said what the guy said about the slow drip is better than a waterfall? So that party was set up as if the rooms were like 7 deadly sins.
Yes, that's
if you look back.
Yeah.
And every room, little by little, drip by drip.
I'm like, this is kind of nice.
No, you just lose yourself. You do one little thing, right? You're like, oh, I turned my back a little bit on like my morals, and I curse this guy out, right? He's a piece of shit. Yeah, I tell him to his face, whatever. Then I eat this food. I just become a glutton. It's just fine. I'm just a little bit of a glutton. Like it's a party, like whatever. And then it's like, yeah, sure, I cheat and I have sex with a couple people, and it's not a big deal, right? Like it's just one. I'll never be at a party like this again, man. This is for my future. Like whatever, I'll do. And little by little, they strip you of who you are until you get to that door. And at that door, you say, well, I came this far. I did all this other terrible shit. Yeah. I lost who I am already. Like, what's it? Why don't I lose God too? Why don't I lose the thing that like I believe in most? Like, if I could do all that, I guess I'll do this too. For that door, like what's on the other side of that door? I'll do it. They stripped you of it slow. A slow drip is better than a waterfall. And that's how you lose who you are and you just chase this, what's behind the door, which who gives a fuck what's behind the door? Yeah. This is the thing. That's the thing I'm noticing with these, if these parties are real. And again, I had this friend who told me like that happens. Yeah. And I just, if that's real, if this exists and people, an industry or a group of people are trying to strip you of your morals to gain some kind of power over you as a pawn on their chessboard, it's up to you to say, like, you have to say like what you're willing to give up. Yeah. Are you willing to give up who you are for like some lofty goal you've set or dream or job? Yeah. There's real dark shit out there. Yes. There's people who are trying to prey on you in some situation. I believe that shit. I believe that there's like, I don't know if it's like called Illuminati or whatever, but I do believe that there's people who want to prey on the excited, hopeful young people. Yeah. You know, that, or any people that move there for that reason. Yeah. And that's all. It's kind of crazy because I feel like this has always been like a thing, right? Mm-hmm. It's like people taking advantage of people that are trying to get successful. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Young people, ambitious people that are trying to get the experience, and it's in industries that are impossible that we've learned, you know, over the years. And think about even now, it's like, well, now it's like 20 times more. Yeah. Because now it's so saturated. There's so many people trying to do this. Yeah. And people see the quick successes that happen. And a lot of it's like, you know, faked in a way. It's created. It can be manufactured. That's right. So it's even more like this illusion of like, you just do this and you'll be fine. Like it's fine. You know, you'll be able to make it. Like, you could just waste a bunch of time, but if you're desperate enough, that might make you that much more desperate to say okay to this crazy shit. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And I've seen, like, I think it's 100% most of these, like, people that destroy their, like, own values and choose to do this stuff, it always ends up backfiring and with them having problems. Yeah. You know? Yeah. It's just, you have to, I don't know. You have to remind yourself like every day that, because that's what it is. It's like money is to these people, or like I can use this power that I have because of money to be able to just like take advantage of people, you know? And it's simply that. That's right. So you just have to remember, it's like money does not really, it's an imaginary thing. It's a fucking paper. You'll get to that point you want to get to. You'll have all that money, right? And there's nothing for you. And you'll feel empty as a motherfucker, dude. Empty as a fucking canvas bag. Nothing. Yeah. It just it makes me sad, bro, because you know what it's like to be hopeful. Yeah. You know what it's like to have all that energy and like excitement and like I could be something. I know I can do this. Yeah. And someone just comes into your life one day, some predator, some fucking craftsman, some manipulator to say like, I'm gonna throw this dude right into my trap. He's fucking perfect for it, or she is, or whatever. And they fucking prey on these kids, man, or these young people, or these older people with dreams too. It just fucking sucks that like people will throw their whole fucking morals in the trash can, and then one day, let's say they I bet you 90% of them aren't getting the thing they're promised. And then the 10% that do get what they're promised, these dudes that you're watching on TV and whatever, or wherever, that have the business, that have the whatever, they already sold their soul.
Yeah.
They already fucking sold who they are as a person, and now they're lost. That shit, the dream you had, it's not shiny and exciting anymore because you're not you anymore. The dude you were when you were thinking about and dreaming about this stuff is gone. You sold that dude.
Yeah.
You forgot who that guy was. You turned your back.
And you really can't go back.
You can't go back. You already did the thing.
Yeah.
So it's a scary thing. What do you willing? And that's why I think you should be willing to ask yourself before any crazy shit ever comes up. What means the most to you, right? Like, are you being envious? Are you being gluttonous? Are you just feasting over some dream that the things that are most important to you, you're willing to turn your back on and change who you are to become? And there's people who I love dearly who like, and I could be way off, but the way I've seen them move, it seems like sometimes that's the case. And I was that dude. That's why I could speak on it. I was willing to sell whatever when I was younger to get my fucking goals accomplished.
Yeah.
Whatever. Family time. I told you my grandpa, like I didn't spend shit. I didn't spend time with him.
Yeah.
I didn't go to his house. I didn't fucking, and I can't get that shit back. It was all for some fucking idea. If it was like, you could go in the room, hang with your grandpa again, or you could meet this new fucking shiny agent that's going to get you to your dream. It's like, no question. When I was there in that place, I was crazy.
Yeah.
But that's like, I just wish someone told me that at that age.
Yeah. Well, that's what we can tell our kids, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Because if I was thrown in that party, God knows.
That's the problem. Is like, I think, you know, it's hard for people to tell that to people that age.
Because you're like, fuck them, right?
Well, but there's also people that are still like half of their life over and they're still chasing shit.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I don't know. There's a lot of people like that. Think about everyone, like all the actors and shit in LA that are kind of, you know, they're just been there forever.
Yeah. And this is going to sound like I don't want this to be like us ripping anybody.
No.
Because I'm that dude too. I've been there. I know.
Yeah.
I know I am.
We all been there.
Yeah.
You know? But I think it's a thing where
if Ninth Wonder walks in is outside and he was like, Mike, like literally just get in the car and like, don't ask fucking questions. You'd be like, yeah, sure.
That I would do.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like, seriously, like that would be nuts. A Mustard's he's at this party and he's asking you to come in some weird DM.
Is that like, DJ?
Yes, exactly. You're there. It's just like, it's an event. It's something that you can see. You're like, my dreams can be fulfilled.
Yeah.
But it's just when rubber hits the road, those little things are going to turn into big things that you look back on and you're like,
you know what? I think really something like a want I have that I think was able to cancel out all those kind of feelings I've had.
Tell me.
Is I want the thing that like I make or like curate or do to be why the people like it. Like I don't want it to be because I got through this guy and then there's all this shit. It's like, I don't want that.
Yeah, me neither.
I'd rather have the thing I come up with be appreciated.
Yeah.
Instead of someone else's like hand in it.
Same.
Because I think doing that and setting that boundary for myself at least keeps me away from faking anything, doing anything wrong. It might limit some shit.
For sure. It will.
But like, I think you could also have open eyes of like people trying to help and do stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's a tough line.
Absolutely.
Because once you let yourself go a little bit, that slope goes straight down.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's steep. It's tough to control that.
Yeah.
Because you see a little bit of like, oh wow, like okay, it's starting. But it's never like, what, you think it's just like an instant click of something happens?
Nope.
There's no way.
The road that you're taking, what you're speaking about, like doing it yourself and relying on you and you know, forging a path that hasn't been forged. It's like that road, you may not get there.
Yeah.
Like there's just, no one's walked it yet. So like if it's you carving out this new path, like on your own and, you know, meet new people on your own off the strength of your work or who you are as a person, like I would still come in contact with, let's say, forces that I could tell are not for me, that have like a pseudo game plan.
Yeah.
That feel like manipulation already,
Yeah.
and I'm nothing. I'm not nothing, but I'm in the eyes of an industry.
Yes.
Like I am small fish.
Yeah.
I already have those encounters. I've had those encounters for a long time.
Yeah. In the eyes of an industry, like what is like, I feel like the level of like look down as nothing is like very, like what's the dollar amount? Like budget wise.
What you have to be to not be looked down on, or what you?
Yeah.
I think you have to be like a 10 millionaire minimum. You know what I mean? Like 10 to 20 millionaire minimum.
That's what I was thinking.
At least. Yeah, because the 500,000-aires and the 900,000-aires,
Like, oh, that's nothing.
like small fish, dude. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's so blown out of proportion and cartoony. It's fucking insane right now. But we've talked about like who stars are, and like they're recycling stars. They're not making new stars. New stars are not coming out. You're gonna have the 500,000-aire. You could be that.
Yeah.
Now, but there's what they are building is no longer like, let's bring new life into this thing.
That sounds way better to me though.
That's got what we've got.
I want to be the 500,000.
I'm happy as a
I'd rather be that.
but not under that. Not for that reason. I'm doing my own shit too, bro.
Yeah.
That was kind of when it became the same thing. Was, Adam approaching me with this idea. Why do you love acting? Why do you love reading? Why do you love this shit? I love stories. Why? This is why. Does it have anything to do with that? Not at all. Not at all. Well, that is up against us kind of in a way. Like, right? They're not really like, they're not super pumped probably to have us, and that's fine. I don't want to be, I'm not beholden to an industry.
Yeah.
I can fucking write my own shit, do my own shit. It could be seen by a smaller group of people because I don't have a pipeline of distribution, which is fine, man. Ultimately, my belief is God's got it. I don't. I can work as far as I can work. I'm one human being on a gigantic earth that's in a gigantic nebula. I can't change everything by myself off the strength of my work. I can do everything I can to be vulnerable and express myself clearly and craft a story to somehow make you remember to like forgive or fucking remember to enjoy the day, or gold isn't worth what you think it is, It's a fool's errand. That's worth it to me. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it on my own or with a friend or someone I love, a brother, and people I meet and people who are like-minded and people who come to us with this same shit, or I go whatever. But that's when I put to bed, like, I need that to secure my future. I need to do whatever I got to do. I got to pay whoever I got to pay. I'll be in anybody's shit that, regardless of my morals, regardless of what, I'll go to your party and I'll do whatever I'll pretend to make fucking jokes. And I was faking it, just trying to crack a door, just trying to get in that fucking door, man, that party door. Didn't even know what was behind it. Didn't even know what it would look like.
Yep.
Had some fucking flowery idea of it. Just to feel special, just to feel like significant in the world, dude. Already significant, don't need it. If you find what you love to do, you can do it. Just, you don't need to be beholden to some other person's like crafting, manipulating trick.
Yeah, and if you're like, and you don't need to be beholden to like some guy's crazy cult, like scheme.
Remember Chris was here last week, dude?
Yeah.
Remember we were talking about the pay-to-play agency stuff where we do that all the time.
Yeah.
I'd be paying for agents' dinners just to be in the same room with them for a night.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they give you 2 minutes to be like, fucking blow my mind.
What came from that?
And nothing, dude. Nothing unless you're the 1%. But it's just like, it's absurd, man. Even the people that crushed it in those rooms that I saw, they're in the same position. They didn't advance because of it. It was all set up to just pay, to get hopeful young people that are driven by their dreams, that are moving away from their families, that are turning their backs on relationship. You ever see Whiplash? He cuts his girl right off to be the best drummer in the world. He thinks he's going to be, I'm the next fucking jazz fucking drummer. Forget his fucking name. Great movie. But cutting off all these relationships and all these things that matter to you, it's because you're pursuing this thing that's like This is going to elevate me. This is going to make me the greatest person I can ever be. If I just get this job, if I just get this role, if I get this concert, if I do it. You get all that, you turn your back on everything that mattered, they're gone. They're not coming back. They moved on. They got married. They had kids.
Yeah.
That grandpa died. Like that's it. You can't go back. You were chasing a thing blindly like this for your own selfish shit. It wasn't for your family like you claimed. It wasn't for bringing friends along and then it's going to be, we'll get there. We'll get there. No, you turn your back on everyone because of you. And I'm talking to myself. I did it for me. I did it for me, dude. I didn't do it for anyone else. Yeah. When you strip it down, I said it all. Oh, when I get there, everyone's going to put everyone on. All my friends, all my family. I'm going to come back to my plate. I'm going to give. I'm going to be charitable.
Yeah.
You could tell yourself that. You were after one thing, and it was your own fucking self-aggrandizement. To be seen as special, to be loved on big time.
Yeah.
That was me.
Do you think that's that path for like that specific thing, like back in the day when you were starting and like being like, I want to bring everyone, like that path of like trying to become an actor successful in the industry? Do you think there's a way for that, like by not giving up all this, like giving up the time with the family, stuff like that, like those things that you said were missing?
Yes.
In that industry, you think?
Not the way it's built.
Yeah.
They need you to sell your fucking soul young.
Yeah. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And it's...
Yeah. They need you young. They need you to sell...
Yeah, you can't like justify that anyway. Like, how do you?
Everything.
Because even I think about it, it's like the people that did become successful from that, like they got problems with like like all this
just
stuff.
Look, Google.
Yeah,
they all got issues.
Yeah,
skeletons and shit.
Yeah,
it's you have to strike a balance. It's I guess. Yeah, I like how you put like a house with my family. Like that's what I want. That's sexy to me. You know, it is, dude. Like that's the coolest shit.
Yeah.
That's the coolest shit.
What's to be like, yeah, come through. We're like friends or
open
family.
Door,
yeah.
Big dining room table, man. Like, here's the spread. How are you doing?
Here's the room over. That's your room.
Remember that? Like we'll talk stories and shit. That's hopeful to me. That's hopeful to me. Not like this podcast on fucking iHeartRadio and we're racking in dollars. Like that's cool.
I know like at that point I'm gonna not like doing something about it.
You know it, dude.
I know I'm not gonna enjoy doing it.
Know it.
The same way that I'm enjoying it now.
Yeah. Have you ever been in that situation before where you found you were at a thing that you didn't want to do, but you're doing it for advancement for your future? I have to do this in order to we got an hour?
We got like 10 minutes.
Okay. Have you ever been in an event where you threw yourself into a situation that you were like, not necessarily, I don't want to do this, but I'm doing it because of this will be the stepping stone to the thing I really want? And have you ever had to like sell a part of yourself to do it? You have? Okay.
I AD'd like a music video for this like big producer guy that did like a bunch of like crazy like rap videos in like the 2000s. It was like a connection through someone.
1738, right?
That's
Fatty.
That reminds me of a tweet I saw about Drake. People were like, "That's the age Drake likes his women, and the age he's turning."
Oh God! Come on now, guys, let off the man. Let him breathe, dude. God, let him breathe. He left the country. Let him breathe.
Man, that's crazy. Oh man, I'm like that destroyed my brain.
Sorry.
But I basically like chose this job that I'm not an 80.
Yeah.
Never 80 in my life.
Right.
I'm not that.
That's not.
And
you.
I went there
That's
and like,
you.
and I'm following this guy that's like such an asshole.
Oh yeah.
And like anything you do, he's just like, no, that's not right. Or like, and I'm like trying to please him and like following him around, like be like, okay, here, yeah. And I'm like, this fucking sucks. Like I hate all of this shit. This guy sucks ass. I never want to work for him again. And And hey, music sucks and the music video sucks. So there you go.
So in your fucking face, dude.
Yeah. So I sold my shit.
No, we all do. We all do.
Yeah.
We all do it. We all do it.
It was an embarrassing one.
Yeah. But anything for your future, man. Anything to secure
Yeah.
that to get.
I was like, oh, but this guy did
crushed it.
did this movie and these videos.
It's okay. He's a scumbag. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay. He treats me shit.
They're like that.
Yeah. No fucking way.
Just
dude.
justifying like the dumb.
No
shit.
way. If I'm on a set, if it's my friend,
Yeah.
if it was you and we were on a set for something and you were like being shitty to like a DP or
yeah.
fucking whatever, or to an AD or even a PA,
Yeah.
just like an assistant,
Yeah.
I'd call you out.
100%.
That's like not you. It's not you.
I'd want to get smacked.
Yeah. No. And I hope if I ever did it, you'd do the same
Yeah.
shit to me.
100%.
We were collaborating. You know how shit is when we work?
Yeah.
It's like a family.
I've
You're building
never
a
seen
little
that happen,
community. That's the best part.
Yeah.
You're building this little fucking group has this kernel of belief that you're feeding off each other and you're creating it with each other. And
Yeah.
you need each other. And it's like, but I've seen friends like fucking change,
Mm-hmm.
In a weird way.
Yeah.
I'll say this.
You ever see people that are like, sorry, you go ahead, man.
No, go ahead.
No, you go.
No, just I never fucked with that. Period.
Yeah.
End of the statement.
Yeah. You ever like see people that you can tell they're like brainwashed?
Yeah. All the
And
time.
you're working with them, you're like, oh, you're really like lost right now.
Yeah.
Like this isn't good.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to be like real and they're like, oh, like no, but like I got an audition later. Like
What do you think that is? What do you think that is? Let's dive a little.
like kind of like playing the role, trying to act like you're this thing.
Why?
Because then it might get you, it might make you feel like you're a part of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You're like,
Which I get, like, some people in the beginning is like,
I've done
they
it.
got to go through that. Yeah.
I've done it.
Yeah, me too. And it's like, then you're like, oh my God, I'm a crazy person.
Yeah. I'm just a liar.
Yeah. Yes.
Just a liar.
Yeah.
Just a false performer.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it to try to secure your point of view of me.
Mm.
I'm trying to make you see
Yeah.
me as, oh, he's a professional. Like, look at, he's up and coming.
I think that, like, people say fake it till you make it. Like, I think there's truth in, like, sometimes that works.
Yeah.
But I think there's a difference between that and fake it till you make it.
I do too.
Right? Because it's like, fake it till you make it, you literally you have to just still be you.
Yes.
I think that's what is the confidence of you.
Yes.
Plus just lying.
Yes.
Instead of, like, pretending and not being you and also lying.
Bro.
There's a difference.
100%.
Yeah.
There's a difference. I think when you're like marketing yourself,
Yeah.
I understand the fake it till you make
Yes.
it a bit, right? It's like, this is going to go on a billboard or Instagram post,
Like
whatever.
if someone says like, have you did an action flick? You're like, yeah, of course. Like,
Sure.
It's like maybe you have, but it's like I can fucking do it.
It's like, whatever.
yeah,
It's
I'll
not a
do
big
it.
fucking deal.
Yeah.
It's a little white lie. No, but like when I'm with, it's me and you and I'm like, dude, guess what? Have you ever, hey, bro, if I'm doing this, you better fucking check me, Mike. If I'm like, hey, dude, I got this cool thing I'm cooking up. Like, I got gas in this it's a little thing, fucking,
Oh yeah? Why are you whispering?
No, Chris-
why are you so quiet about
Chris
it?
Pratt, he's involved.
Oh
Chris Pratt's
shit,
involved.
Chris Pratt?
Dude, it's not a big deal. It's just,
Oh really? It's like a small role.
they
Like,
called me.
really?
Yeah.
That's not small, dude.
Well, they want me to
That's
write.
kind of big.
And they want me, no, dude, please stop. Don't be so loud.
Oh sorry.
No, it's not a big deal.
I'll whisper then.
No,
Okay.
I'm fucking coming up. It's
Shit,
not a big
man.
deal.
I'm proud of you.
Do you want me to sign anything while I'm here before I go? No, dude, no problem. I'll sign this shit right now. That kind
Also,
of
like,
shit.
I gotta.
Sorry,
also,
I hit something. Make sure
can't-
we're recording.
I can't do the podcast anymore. Like I gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta move.
It was a good run.
It's gonna film in Croatia. No, if I'm doing shit like that, you better check me, bro. But what was I saying? Oh fuck! I lost my train of thought.
That you were. If you start acting fake.
Yeah, no, it just when you're doing it amongst that's it.
Yeah.
When you're doing it amongst friends and people you know and like people you just meet or
Yeah.
whatever, it's like that's kind of in person. Like
Yeah.
I always, if you come at me with that energy and I start doing this,
Yeah.
just know that's why.
Yeah. You start like looking at each other and like, what?
When I start looking for, because this is what Dave's gonna do.
Yeah.
Dave's gonna start looking for the door. Dave's gonna start looking at the exits in the front and the rear.
That's
of the
like when we
building.
say like, are you you?
I can't.
Because you're not being you.
I can't handle the shit anymore. I think you cross a certain age and the time you have for people who are lying to you is like, it's this big now. I can't sit in that room I used to sit in anymore where I'd pay to get some kind of visual off an aid. I know you don't give a fuck. I know you don't give a fuck. I know you're here for my $50 and you're going to a steak dinner tonight. I know now. And I'm confident in that. I just had a phone call. This is going to sound braggy. I'm being dead serious. I'm not bragging.
Do it, dude. Brag to us.
No, this is not a brag. I'm talking to my friend. But you know where I'm at. I'll be fully transparent. How about that?
Okay.
This isn't sexy at all. The film is not moving. We're at a standstill, right? 4-year process. At a fucking halt because of this last chunk of funding I need to raise. No big deal. I put myself in this position. I start picking up the phone. I'm trying to whatever, meet somebody who's willing to invest, that has like-minded things and isn't asking for everything, the shirt off my back. I got a random text through a friend. Hey, I have this boss I want you to speak to him. Great. When are we going to meet? Now, call me. I was like, I'm not prepared for this at all. Bring, pick up the phone. And I can confidently say, like, I'm in a business meeting pitching my film or our film to this dude I've never met who's like an entrepreneur. And I'm doing it like I have no full transparency. I'm not like pretending to be something. I'm not like, please give us your money. Please, man, I'll do anything. No, this is if you want to join up, great. If not, that's okay. And like, so nice to meet you. Like, thank you for the fucking call. I never thought I would, if I was the fake, phony fucking chameleon Dave that was trying to do anything to secure like fame, like I couldn't do that. I'd be like, hey, sir, how are you? Like,
we're doing this great thing.
Oh my God. I'd just lie my fucking ass off and just pray to whatever God that he would give us his money. No, bro, it probably didn't work out. Like many of them don't. And I just go, it was, dude, so nice to meet you. And I love to talk more about whatever, if ever, anything. And like, thank you. Boop. But I couldn't do that before. Don't sell your soul, bro. It ain't worth it. That dream, it ain't worth it.
Yeah, I agree.
The dream's here. The dream's already cooked up.
It's right at this table.
Yeah, man. The gifts
right here at the You Are Here podcast.
Yeah, you don't need no more. You got it. And aspire for things. Don't like I'm telling myself, it's okay to aspire for stuff, but not to sell who you are and give up your morals for that goal. God's going to bring it to you. The universe is going to bring it to you, whatever you believe.
Yeah, bro.
Just keep working on it. Keep growing it. Don't treat people poorly. Be kind. And just keep crafting it. Keep crafting it. Sharpening yourself. That's all.
I agree, man.
Talking to myself. Not preaching.
No. I think it's great stuff to talk about.
Yeah. You do the sketch thing?
The what?
Sketch? Hey, brother.
What's that?
No way.
What?
You're the last American who doesn't know sketches.
Who's Sketch?
The streamer.
Oh, God. We're going to get into this.
Do you know him?
No.
He's got the Coke glasses. He's got the big, thick glasses, young kid. And he's like, hey, brother. He does this.
Oh, I think I know where he is.
And he does the Madden stuff and he does the audibles.
Was he on Theo recently?
Yeah, he was.
Okay, yeah,
he was.
Yeah. I didn't watch that.
You really don't know him.
No.
That shocks me. You know so much about the internet, bro, usually.
That's what we call the W community.
What is the W community, dude? What is that?
I'll teach you this last thing for the episode.
Okay.
On Twitch, there's a W community and the... What would you even call the other one? I guess the Keck W community.
Keck W?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So the W community is the normal people, the normies that are streaming on Twitch.
Yeah.
That are like they go in chat and like, this is how I can explain it. You know, on Twitch, like some streamers have just like the emotes that go crazy. Yeah. And you don't understand anything. Mm-hmm. That's like the OG Twitch community.
That's the
Keck W community.
Keck W.
Keck W basically means W. Or maybe not. No, it's not. I think Keck W I haven't been on Twitch in a long time. I think Keck W is like a laughing thing. And W is just a W. Mm-hmm. It's just like simple. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's just like to the point.
Yeah.
Like W. Yeah. Win. But like everything else is like super convoluted and like everything means it's like a different language.
Yeah, yeah.
And those are like
those are the real
that's the difference.
Folk.
That's the difference.
Yeah. Those are the like the.
It's like you type in chat and you're like LOL.
That's what I would do.
Or like haha, and like no one does that on Twitch. Like no one.
No one does.
Yeah. But in those communities, like now it's like 50-50. It's like because the W community got as big as kind of
really.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey.
With like Kai, Aiden Ross, those
because they're so big.
Yeah,
they bring in everyone.
Yeah. So
there's even a hierarchy in Keck. See how there's always someone looking down on another?
Yeah. Well, they were there first.
The Keck. Oh, I see. So you guys were there first.
I don't claim anyone.
Yeah, this is what you do.
I just know. I'm a historian. I have the knowledge.
Oh, okay.
Not sure.
So you're an individual.
Yeah.
You're the green part.
I don't look down on Normie.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Hey, real quick, shout out Nadia. Thank you. She was the friend that hooked me up with the meeting. I appreciate you, dude. Because I know she's listening.
Oh yeah.
She's awesome.
Nadia's dope.
She's the best, dude. Before we go, real quick, short but sweet. Japan, you're going.
Yeah, dude.
Where are you at with it? What are you looking forward to?
All I'm gonna say is,
what are you bringing me back?
I'm gonna bring you back one of those electric dolls.
I knew you were. I knew it, dude. Before you said it, I fucking knew it.
No, I'm gonna get you something cool.
No, you don't have to get me anything.
I'm gonna get you something now because you said it, and this is how you get me. This is you being fake.
Really, it's not a big deal.
This is you wanting something.
Mike, I'm just...
and now this is going to be a whole foot. No, I'm kidding.
My agent's going to call you. My agent's going to call.
All right, dude.
But what are you looking forward to?
Agent. Look, I'm going with my cousin.
You're going with your cousin?
Yeah.
Oh, for a time, right?
For like a week.
Shout out Fabricio. Fabricio, take care of him, man. Don't let him go off into the fucking the red market. Where's the red light district stuff? Don't let him do that. No, because they're going to eat you up, man. No. Don't do that. I'm going,
dude. We're going to Universal Studios.
There's one there.
Super Mario World.
Go to the baseball game. Go.
I'm not going to a baseball game.
The fucking baseball game. They said it's awesome. There's chants and stuff. It's awesome. What is it called? Tokyo Dome. So disrespectful.
So I'm going, and I'm just gonna eat a shit ton of food, the best food.
Yeah.
I just want to go to like mad coffee shops, mad record shops, game shops. It's gonna be just chill. That's what it's gonna be.
No work.
A week of like tourist stuff with my cousin. Then he leaves, and I'm there for another 2, and that's gonna be just me and my bro kicking it. This is the last time I'm going to Japan for a while. Yeah,
beautiful.
That's it.
I'm excited for you.
Nothing crazy. I might hit the club a couple nights. Who knows? You never know.
Yeah. No, you should.
I just might
you should
get preyed on a little.
You definitely will. Gaijin Hunter. Right?
Sure. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. I just want to get away and like, I don't know, just relax for a little bit.
Just fucking relax.
Like have my camera
just
and like
chill. Yes.
Not have plans and be like, you know what?
Good.
I'm just gonna walk.
Good.
Or go for a run.
Yeah.
Go get dinner. Meet a couple friends I know.
Yeah.
Like
don't plan shit. Yeah. Just rest.
Exactly.
Yeah. Fucking enjoy.
No, after that, I don't have much planned.
Good.
Hit that onsen, the sauna, naked with all these dudes.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you one day to go, and we're gonna be naked together.
All right, dude. If you want to see my piece, you can definitely.
I'm not gonna look at you.
No, you definitely.
I'm gonna look at your eyes.
Right? You're definitely gonna.
I'm gonna look at your eyes.
Hey, listen. You're definitely gonna see it.
No,
you can't miss it.
I could miss it. Trust me.
No. Dude.
I'll miss it.
No, you
Trust me.
Don't
I'll promise you that.
Don't do that.
I'll definitely miss it.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Dude, you walk around with a towel, all right?
No, but if
you walk around with a towel.
If my shit's out, my shit's out.
All right, Drake. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Man. We appreciate it. Yeah, we got a bunch of stocked up episodes.
If you feel you're in a cult, get out. If you feel like you're getting sold you're selling a piece of your soul, don't do it.
If you're selling your piece.
If you're selling your piece, it's probably not good for your soul either. So just.
My name's Mike and I'm sorry.
My name's Dave. I love you. Please be kind to yourself. Please be kind to one another. Boom.
Now I gotta really do it. Dave, you have to. Don't look behind you. We're good. Yes. I don't want to look at this anymore.